Yes students, today we will continue exercise 9.4. We will start this exercise from question number 11. Up to question number 10 we have find out general solutions. General solution means we have find out a solution of differential equation in terms of integration constant c. But now from question number 11 we will start this exercise in which we will find out a particular solution. For particular solution some condition is also given to you in the statement. So let's start this exercise from question number 11. Now in question number 11 the differential equation is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 into dy by dx. This is equals to 2x square plus x. And now with this differential equation, what is the condition? This is given to you, the value of y is 1 when x is equals to 0. Means at x is equal to 0 value of y is 1. This is given to you. This condition will help you in finding the value of constant term c. And if you have find out some particular value of c, it means that general solution becomes a particular solution of differential equation. So now see here we will use variable separatable method for solving this differential equation. Separate the terms containing y variables with dy on one side and terms containing x variable on another side with dx. So in this way, in next step after separating the variables you will get this result. Now here factorize this cubic polynomial. After factorization this cubic polynomial can be written as x plus 1 into x square plus 1. Now we will integrate both side. In next step taking integration on both side. Now see this part. Integration of this left hand side is very simple. Function is 1 and integration of 1 with respect to y it will be y. But now see how you will find out integration of this part. All of you have done this integration also, this type of integration in previous chapter, in chapter number 7. Now see how you will find out. I am telling you again. 2x square plus x divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 1. Without integration I am taking this term only. This term can be written as by partial fraction a by first linear factor plus second factor is quadratic. That's why in place of taking only constant term b you will take bx plus c, because in the denominator you are taking quadratic. If here linear factor you will take only constant term. If in case of quadratic here you will take a linear, so bx plus c. Now after that you will compare the both side coefficients of x square, x and constant term, and after simplifying it you will get the value of constant term a, b and c. So here direct I am putting the value of a, b, c. Value of, after simplifying it you will get value of a is equal to half, value of b is 3 by 2 and value of c is minus half. So it means this complete integration it can be written as, after putting the value of this term can be written as sum of these two term, and after putting the value of constant term this integration can be written as half of integration of 1 by x plus 1. Constant term I have taken common outside. 3 by 4 integration 2x by x square plus 1 dx and minus half into integration of 1 by x square plus 1 into dx. So what is integration of 1 by x plus 1? This is log mod x plus 1 plus again integration constant remains as it is. Derivative of x square plus 1 is in the numerator 2x. That's why integration of this it also can be written as log x square plus 1 minus half. And all of you know that integration of 1 by 1 plus x square, this is tangent inverse x. So integration is tangent inverse x. And on the another side this is integration of 1 with respect to y, it will be y. And in case of general solution you will take here integration constant c. Now we will find out value of a particular solution. For particular solution you will find out value of this constant term c. For this you will use this given condition. In place of y you will put 1 and in place of x you will take a 0. So after taking x is equal to 0 we will find out the value of this constant term c. So see here what is value of constant term c. If you are putting y is equal to 1 then it becomes 1 is equal to half of log, here putting x is equal to 0 it becomes log 1 plus 3 by 2 log 2 minus half into tangent inverse 0 and plus integration constant C. And all of you know that value of log 1 is 0. Here when you are taking x is equal to 0, so it becomes 0 square plus 1 log 1. Value of log 1 is 0, so this term becomes 0, this is also 0. 1 plus half tangent inverse 0 is also 0. So all these terms becomes 0. So what is the value of constant term C? C is equal to 1. And if in the general solution in place of this constant term C, if you put the value of C, C is equal to 1, then this general solution is changed into particular solution. So this is particular solution of given differential equation. So in this way, after finding the general solution, you will find out value of constant term with the help of this given condition, and then in place of constant term you will put the value of constant term, then that general solution becomes a particular solution of the given differential equation. So this is question number 11. So question number 12, 13 and 14, up to question number 14, these questions are similar. So you will try yourself these three questions, question number 12, 13 and 14. In all these three sums, some conditions are given to you. With the help of given conditions you will find out value of constant terms, and with the help of constant term you can find out a particular solution. Now see question number 15. In question number 15, find the equation of a curve. Now we will find out equation of curve passing through 0, 0. If any curve passing through point 0, 0, it means at x is equal to 0, value of y is 0. This is the given condition, means this is given to you x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Here condition is given to you in form of a point, and whose differential equation is also given to you. Y dash means dy by dx. This is equals to e raised to power x into sin x. So y dash can be written as dy by dx, and after that same method, separating the variables, dy is equal to e raised to power x into sin x into dx, then taking integration on both side, integration of 1 with respect to y, this is y, then integration of e raised to power x into sin x. You will find out integration of this by using Euler, integrating by parts. In Euler, trigonometric function, t is trigonometric function, e is exponential function. So here first function is sin x, second function is e raised to power x. So here you will write down first function as it is, integration of e raised to power x, again e raised to power x, then minus sign, integration sign, derivative of first function, derivative of sin x is cos x, then integration of second function e raised to power x, then whole integration with respect to x. So it gives you sin x. I have integrated this term with the help of integrating by parts. Already all of you have done this topic in 7th chapter. So sin x e raised to power x. Now integration of this again by using integrating by parts. So here u remains as it is, cos x, integration of v minus integration sign, derivative of u integration of v, then whole integration. So this is equals to y is equal to sin x e raised to power x minus cos x e raised to power x, and minus here outside this minus, when you will take inside, then 3 times minus is there, minus, minus and minus, so it becomes a minus. So integration of sin x e raised to power x, and this is equals to integration of e raised to power x into sin x dx. This is equals to, here in place of this you can write down y from equation 1. This is integration of, this is in place of integration of 1 with respect to y, you can write down y. So this is the value of y. So in place of this term you can put here y. So after putting y you will get y is equal to sin x e raised to power x minus cos x e raised to power x, and minus y. Minus y comes on this side, y plus y, it becomes 2y. Then taking e raised to power x common, it becomes sin x minus cos x. So here what is the value of y? Y is equal to e raised to power x by 2 into sin x minus cos x and plus integration constant c. You will take on one side integration constant c. So this is the general solution, but we have to find out equation of curve, means we will find out particular solution in this case. So one point is also given to you, curve passes through this point origin, it means at value of at x is equal to 0 value of y is 0. So in the general solution, in place of x and y put 0 0. When you will take x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, then you will get value of c which is equals to half with the help of this given condition. And here if in place of c you will put the value of c is equal to half, then it becomes a particular solution, or you can say this is the equation of this curve. So in this way, with the help of this point and given differential equation, you can find out equation of a curve. Now see next question. Question number 12, 13, 14 you will do yourself. Question number 11 and 15 I have explained. Now see next question. In question number 16, for the differential equation dy by dx, sorry x into y, this is question number 16, xy dy by dx is equal to x plus 2 into y plus 2. Find the solution. Curve passes through the point 1 comma minus 1. Curve passes through this point means at x is equal to 1 value of y is minus 1. So this point helps you finding value of constant terms. So now separating the variables. After separating the variable you will get y by y plus 2 dy. This is equal to x plus 2 by x into dx. Now taking integration on both sides. After integrating this, y can be written as y plus 2 and minus 2. So y plus 2 by y plus 2 it becomes 1 minus 2 by y plus 2, taking integration constant outside it becomes, this complete term can be written as 1 into dy minus 1 by y plus 2. Here this minus 2 we have taken common outside the integration into dy. This is equals to integration of, here if you take this x separately with these two terms, then x by x it becomes 1, integration of 1 plus 2 by x, taking 2 common outside the integration, then integration of 1 by x. Now we will find out these, all these terms are very simple, very easily we can find out integration of all these terms. Integration of 1 with respect to y, 2 remains as it is, integration of 1 by y plus 2 log y plus 2. Here also integration of 1 is x. This 2 remains as it is, integration of 1 by x is log x, and plus integration constant c. So this is the general solution. So this can be written as y, this plus x comes on this side, y minus x minus c. This is equals to log, this 2 you can take here common in the power, because log m raised to power m, this is equal to n log m. So by using this formula, 2 log x can be written as log x square. Similarly here log y plus 2, this 2 comes here, it can be written as log y plus 2 square, and this term is negative. When you shift this on this another side it becomes log y plus 2 whole square. And log m plus log n, it can be written as log m into n, so it becomes log x square into y plus 2 whole square. So this is equals to y minus x minus c. This is the general solution. Now in place of x and y, use these values, put x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 1. Then you will get minus 1 and minus 1 minus c. This is equals to log 1 square minus 1 plus 2, again 1 square, it becomes log 1, and value of log 1 is 0. So minus c goes to that side, it becomes plus c, and minus 1 and minus 1 it becomes minus 2. So value of c is minus 2. If in this solution in place of c, here you will put minus 2, then minus minus becomes plus, so you will get y minus x plus 2. This is equals to log x square into y plus 2 whole square. This is the particular solution of a given differential equation. So here after question number, from question number 11, in all the sums we have find out particular solutions. So particular solution you will find out just value of a constant term c. General solution always you will get in terms of c. Particular solution we will get some particular value of constant term c. Now see next question number 17. In question number 17, firstly listen the statement what is given to you. Find the equation of curve passing through the point. Any curve is passing through point 0 comma minus 2, means at x is equal to 0 value of y is minus 2. Given that at any point xy is any arbitrary point on the curve, The product of the slope of its tangent and y coordinate of the point is equal to the x coordinate. Product of slope means dy by dx, and y coordinate means y. This is equals to x. It means here direct differential equation is not given to you, but in wording it is written that product of slope of its tangent and y coordinate means y into dy by dx, this is equals to x coordinate. So already we will, with the help of a given statement, we will find out a differential equation. So it's very simple differential equation. It can be written as y into dy is equal to x into dx, taking integration on both sides. Y square by 2 is equal to x square by 2 plus c. Now with the help of these conditions, you will get value of constant term c is equal to 2, and if you put here c is equal to 2, then it becomes a particular solution. So question number 17, statement is big but solution is very simple. Now see question number 18. In question 18, any point xy on the curve, the slope of tangent is twice the slope of line segment joining the point of contact to the another point -4, -3. If you join these 2 points, then what will be the slope of this line? Slope of any line is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So you will get slope is y2 minus y1 means y plus 3 divided by x2 minus x1 means x plus 4. This is the value of slope. And here in the statement it is written that the slope of tangent is twice of slope of this. So slope of tangent means dy by dx. This is twice of this slope. So here you will take a 2. So you will get this differential equation in this case. And after separating the variables, you will get dy by y plus 3. This is equals to 2 into dx by x plus 4. It's very simple. After taking integration on both sides, 2 is constant term, so you can take 2 outside the integration. After integration, it becomes log y plus 3. This is equals to 2 into log x plus 4. Plus these terms are in form of log, so that's why here also constant term, in place of taking c you will take log c. So it becomes log y plus 3. This is equals to log x plus 4 whole square into c, and log is cancelled with log. You will get y plus 3 is equal to x plus 4 whole square into c. Now this is the point of curve. So with the help of this condition, you can find out value of c. What is the value of c? Here if you put y is equal to -3, -3 plus 3, it becomes 0, so you will get c is equal to 0. So here if you are taking c is equal to 0, c is not 0 in this case. Point is -4 and -3. If you put point is given that the curve passes through the point, one more point is given to you. Find the equation of curve given that it passes through -2 and 1. This is another point. This point not lies on the curve, but we will take point of curve is given to you -2 and 1. So here you will put y is equal to 1 and x is equals to -2. When you will put this value, then you will get c is equal to 1. So after putting c is equal to 1, this is the particular solution. So in this way, in this exercise, you can find out a particular solution. So I am telling you last question of this exercise. Remaining sums you will try yourself. Now see question number 19. In question number 19, the volume of spherical balloon being inflated changes at a constant rate. All of you know that volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Shape of balloon is given to you, spherical shape, and volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. The volume of spherical balloon being inflated changes at a constant rate. Constant rate means rate of change of volume with respect to t. This is constant, and in place of constant you can take any constant term. We are taking here k. Now what is value of v? V is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here put value of v. It becomes 4 by 3 pi r cube. Derivative of this with respect to t. Now differentiating on both sides. 4 by 3 pi. Derivative of r cube with respect to t. This is 3r square into dr by dt. Clear? And here this is equals to k. Now this 3 is cancelled with 3, it becomes 4 pi r square into dr. This is equals to k into dt. Clear? So now integrating both sides. After taking integration, 4 pi is constant term. Integration of r square with respect to r, this is r cube by 3. Integration of k with respect to t, k is constant term. Integration of 1 with respect to t, this is t, plus integration constant c. Now all of you know what is statement. Next, it is also given to you if initially its radius is 3. Initially means in the starting when t is equal to 0, then value of radius is 3 units. So here you will put initially means you will put t is equal to 0 and r is equal to 3. When you will put t is equal to 0 and r is equal to 3, you will get value of constant term k, sorry, value of constant term c, you will get this is 36 pi. And if you put this value here, then this becomes a particular solution of the given differential equation. Now one more condition is given to you. Find the radius of balloon after t seconds. You have to find out value of its radius after t seconds. And one more condition is given to you. 3 seconds, after 3 seconds its radius becomes 6 units. With the help of this condition you have find out value of c. But here one more value of r and t given to you. At t is equal to 3 seconds, value of radius becomes 6. Means you will put t is equal to 3 and r is equal to 6 in this result. After putting the value of c, then you will get value of k also. K is equals to 84 pi when you will simplify it. And after putting the value of k and c, you will get that 4 pi r cube. This is equals to 3 into 84 pi t plus 36 pi. So here with the help of this result very easily you can find out value of a radius. So in this we have to find the radius of balloon after t seconds. So after t second, from this result you will find out value of r. This shift this 4 pi here, this r cube becomes 1 by 3 here. So this is the value of radius at t seconds. If and in place of t some other value of t is given to you, so then in that case you can put that value of t also. But now you have to find out value of r at t seconds, so t will remain as it is. So this is the value of its radius. So this is exercise 9.4. Remaining sums you will try yourself.